Hello everybody and welcome again to Tutorials Point. We are back with another video, and in this video, what are you going to study about? Yes, synonyms of commonly used words. Don't we get bored of using the same word time and again, day in, day out in our language? Of course we do. Well, more than us, the person who is listening to us gets bored, and that is for sure. And we don't want our language to be a pain for someone else. Do you want that? Definitely not, right? So this video is going to help you in that endeavor, which means from now onwards, your language is not going to be a pain for anyone. Rather, it's going to be probably, a learning lesson for everyone who is listening to it, right? So let's go ahead and see some different words which we can use actually instead of very commonly used words in our language. Okay, yes, how about this expression, alas? Well, don't we all face situations where we are like, oh no, did this happen again? That expression of, you losing out to something, or probably that expression of sadness or regret. Yes, there are situations, and what do we end up doing? Oh no. But no more, you are not going to use oh no anymore. From now onwards, you can also invariably use alas. Right? Like, alas, what did we do now? Right? Alas, we missed the train, right? So now your, your expression has new words, right? So start to use this and you will see a difference in your language. Okay, how about this word, assiduous? So assiduous actually means someone, who is diligent, careful, attentive and hardworking. So actually someone who is a complete package, though it's kind of rare to find such people, but you might as well find such people. And then when you describe them, you're not gonna spell out all these different qualities. No, you are gonna use all in one word, and that is assiduous, right? So assiduous actually involves all the all of these qualities which you now when you used this word, you need not to repeat all these different words to describe that person, right? She was assiduous in pointing out every feature, right? So assiduous means she was very careful, she was very hardworking, she was very dedicated, very intelligently she pointed out to everything, right? So that is what you're trying to say here, but you are not using all this entire list of words. Rather, it's just one word which is describing everything. Isn't it great? Okay, how about this word henceforth? So henceforth actually means from now onwards. Henceforth, your language is gonna work wonders, right? Or henceforth, you are not gonna use those same boring repeated words time and again, right? So henceforth means from now onwards, right? So instead of saying from now onwards again and again, we're going to start using henceforth, right? Henceforth, parties which fail to get 5% of the vote will not be represented in the parliament, right? So a different and a contextual use of henceforth. Okay, how about this word? Pandemic. So pandemic actually means something that is like worldwide, right? So which is actually something that's gone viral, right? For example, it could be a disease as well, and most of the times this is used in the context of maybe a particular disease or maybe a particular virus which is spread throughout, maybe something that has spread worldwide or countrywide, right? So not just that, this is also used in other contexts as well. So how do you use it? Your work has gone pandemic, right? So your work has gone viral. Yes, this video has gone pandemic. Well, I'm sure it is pandemic till now. Okay, how about this word, veritably? Veritably. So veritably actually is used whenever you want to emphasize, or maybe when you're describing something, you want to actually describe a greater degree of that particular thing, right? So emphasize a greater degree of something, right? For example, you want to say that she's extremely accurate in her work, right? So instead of saying extremely, you're going to replace it with veritably, right? Look at an example. The internet has veritably transformed the way we communicate, learn and work, right? So to a larger extent or to a greater extent is what it actually means. So whenever you have to emphasize on something, you can actually use this word, right? Okay. Well, how about this word, despondent? Well, I am sure there are situations wherein we completely lose hope, lose our enthusiasm, and we are completely, shattered, and we have no ray of hope left, and we think that, okay, this is the end of, this is now the end of world, and I don't think anything is going to work out. So this kind of an emotion is something that you can describe as despondent, right? So unhappy with no hope or enthusiasm, right? So look at an example. She started to feel despondent about ever finding a job. Yes, which only means that now she had no hope left, or there was no enthusiasm left as far as her finding a job was concerned, right? So aren't there situations as such wherein we actually grow despondent of a particular thing, and we are no more willing to probably try at that particular thing anymore? Yes, there are. So these situations are actually what are called as despondent, right? So next time you can definitely get it into use, and I am sure your language is going to sound actually very, very different and very, very upgraded. Okay, last but not the least is this word, yearn, right? So what does actually yearn mean? It actually means to wish. When you actually, you ardently wish for something, right? I yearn to visit a particular place these summers, right? So to wish very, very strongly, especially for something that you cannot have or something that is difficult to have. I yearn to go out for a date with him, right? Look at an example. Despite his great commercial success, he still yearns for critical approval, right? So yearning, you have a very, very strong feeling, a very, very intense an ardent wish for something. That is what is called as yearning. So next time you can use this, and you know what is going to happen, right? Your yearning of, the very fact that you yearn for a very, very good and a sophisticated language is definitely going to come true, right? So friends, this is the entire vocabulary that we're going to cover in this video. We will see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.